CK can deal with Beast and Tiny's damage output. So you go melee up melee. That's a mid invoker. Carry Drow. Really? Yeah. Wait, why is my draft bugged like that? Hang on. There we go, that's better. Yeah, pull the boar. Reality Rift. Yeah, I can see the Inkswell into Reality Rift combo worked out so well for closing in gaps. Wow! But we'll see. I think there's a really big impact on how Drow gets his lane to work out. How long does Drow need to get online? Or do Viking GG just overstat them? Because Underlord Strength Hero, CK Strength Hero, both go frontline, and Ember Spirit, all he needs to do is... Where is the Drow? Where's the Drow? Just go there, control, damage, kill him. I wouldn't go Exhort. I wouldn't go Exhort because that will slow you down. You're really forced to go into a Midas, which you... I don't think you want to go Midas here because Drow is already a greedy hero. Has always been a greedy hero in my eyes, at least.
30 seconds.
So if you have like an Exhort Invoker, of course you get more damage out of it, but don't you already have like quite a lot of damage? Drow, Tiny, and Beast?
See you later, nerd.
Yeah. Boss coming in. Still got a Fairy Fire and some Tangos, but body blocks from Tiny.
My people died for nothing.
First blood. The Ops Ward, actually placed by Empire, isn't even blocking the easy camp. They are thinking that it's either here or they put a lane ward, as you can see that they're pinging, but they should catch it with just one sentry. Celery, where do you put it down? Easy job. Easy D ward.
You have been denied.
They definitely want to keep as much pressure as they can on this Drow. Yeah. Camps for you. Eknart's leaving the lane. Drow's got his lane pushed in, so be fine for now. Meanwhile, in top, Shaklo might be a kill here. Celery's Courier does go down. The stun does connect. Fairy Fire, use 2 second stun. Deliver the slap. There we go. It was just the creeps, I guess. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't even the boar that's not. That would have been a Beastmaster getting a kill for it.
Dire's top tower is under
Nothing
attack.
crazy, but efficiency. Like, all the small things matter. It's still pretty tied. Versus 8. Tornado is up. Boom's put 2 points in Slate. Break the salve. Still, Invoker will still regenerate pretty decent with the quas points. But I think it's important to keep up that pressure. Because like if you're going up against the Quaswex Invoker, I think the biggest part is either you constantly harass without like giving a break. Because as soon as you stop that, your Invoker is just gonna out-regenerate the damage output that you get dealt on. And I think that escalates also, like, if we see the 4-minute runes, if there's gonna be activity in the river, ports rotating in, and the Invoker's like half HP. Ember still has a very good nuke if he hits like level 3 on his Slate of Fist, so that means that he's 5, he's 4 right now. Oh, look at Celery. Does he? Oh, look at that. The Seiyu's really struggling with this pull. Celery just threw his Stroke of Fate into the camp to get the aggro, and he was just close enough so that the creeps actually went on that. And there's action happening. Rubik gets killed under his own tower by Egnard. I missed that completely. Yeah. There's no... Yeah. Now we see the supports moving in. Seiyu coming in with a smoke, walking straight to Boom. Does the cold snap? That should be an Ember kill. Pretty big for Sunlight if it actually happens. Regen, Tornado in the air, Flame Guard is removed. Sunlight takes the regen for himself. Ember still trying to make a run for it. 130 HP. Here comes Aramis. Tosses Tiny under the tower. And Boom will survive. And Mightless with Egnard find a kill on Toby because there is no support to help you here. As soon as Aramis leaves, Empire makes a move in bottom. Really good read.
Dire's courier has been slain.
Third point. Yep, third point arrows. Shad's courier also killed by Shaklo. They're killing couriers. They're finally getting some CS on the Beastmaster. Also getting control of bounty runes. 3 out of 4.
Never refuse gold.
This is a much better looking Empire than compared to game 1. Already from the first 5 minutes, I can feel it. I can feel him afar. Oh, but that's fine. Oh, but that's calculated. When your opponent has smaller muscles than you, Tiny doesn't need to be bigger either. Promised and slowed up again. Egnard, he's actually picked up a Vul Assassin. These have a very high right-click output. Very nasty camp to clear sometimes. Stun on Shaklo. Celery following it up with the X-Roll on Shad. Beast in trouble, and there we go. That's a kill. Also, Aramis getting killed by Egnard, and Toby is left alone. So Lightless, Frost Arrows, 176 movement speed for the Underlord, but Egnard's now actually pulling the creep wave. He has to back away, so Underlord will live, but it's a 1-for-1. It's an important one for Viking GG to get the Beastmaster out of the way. Oh, look at that. Egnard absolutely on fire. Seiyu comes in, lifted away, but the slow is too much for him to deal with. Toss in the air, and a kill for the Drow. 6-2 for Empire.
In these woods.
Yeah, it's a return kill. Revenge. Mm-hmm.
Denied.
CS is also very tight in mid. Sunlight actually has an advantage over Ember Spirit now. So 33 and 3 versus 38 and 13 denies on the info. And yeah, he's got 2 points in Flame Guard for a good reason. Hasn't actually leveled up Chains yet, so that does mean that Boom wants to continue farming instead of fighting. Yeah. Yeah, that will be a go-to build. Might be that he only picks up 1 point in Chains and just maxes out Flame Guard, but we'll see. He's maxed out Slate now at level 7. Tended. Boom's big. He actually TP's right under. He has a ward that is already located in Shad. Not sure if they saw. Well, Rubik is coming in from the back. And the initiation also coming out from Seiyu, and Aramis is suddenly surrounded by not only Invo and his supports, but also Lightless walks in. Drow picks up his 3rd kill.
Look out for fallen rocks.
Yeah. A lot of movement coming at the top, so we have 3 versus 3 here. Potential for the next fight. Eknard's already got a Medallion of Courage in your +5. Not bad. Really want to benefit from that physical damage output. Just destroy the supports and then go from there. I think that's like the most crucial part here with so much Neef damage on both sides. Is if Empire can destroy Viking GG's supports before Viking's frontliner heroes blow up the Drow Ranger, but right now Drow is just having the time of her life. Kobe is away with low HP. Eknard goes down. Celery picks up that streak. And suddenly Sunlight is actually between several heroes with Shocklo. If only you had Roar. Sunlight actually kills Aramis there at the same time. And Celery in trouble. Celery's gonna die too. Double kill for the Invoker.
Fade from memory.
The last you hear, short-sighted of you.
That is just the damage output is just too much for these supports to do. They will spot Boom, but Boom is already there before just before the bounties spawn, so actually toss him in the air, steal the bounty, and then turn around. Instead, he's gonna go for an action rune. And he won't even get that because on the other side of the river is an arcane Q. Cold snapped up. Decent damage out. Sunlight, he doesn't miss a single shot on high ground. That's rigged.
Mine at last.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're all here. They're all here. All 5 heroes in mid right now. Viking GG with 3. Underlord pushing bottom. Then CK farming in top. Empire looking to take the mid tier 1 tower. The tornado set up here to give a bit of vision and a tiny bit of damage and slow here. Especially onto this Rubik. He's getting out of the way.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Problem is they know exactly where Tiny is. They're gonna have to forfeit this tower.
Top tower is under attack.
But that was a lot of resources committed because the top tower is going down. Phantasm used by Shad. And Underlord almost finished off the bottom tower. TP's coming in though. Shad gets the tower. Shocklo's there. Seiyu also trying to make a move on it. Stun coming out. Sunlight coming in with a tornado. They've got everything to use. The Roar will be thrown onto Shad too. The CK has nowhere to run, and he dies with his Midas just coming off cooldown.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
In terms, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fine, that is true.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting moves here. Grimstroke actually half HP. Lightless still throwing in some hits with the alacrity. And surprising to see also that Invoker's had a decent early game, that he is actually going for a Midas on this Invoker. Shad doesn't quite spot one hero. Eknar keeping home. Shaklo still in the trees, and Tiny's also out. Tiny actually working on a Blink Dagger now, 900 gold in.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Yeah. Remember when Midas was an F tier item? Yeah. What would you grade it? Would you give it a B, an A, or an S now? Well, we'll see. Boom actually gets roared up in top. They got the gust slow. Do they have the damage output for it? Toss into the air. Yeah. Calculated with the toss to wait until the silence is almost over to get a few extra hits in. Yeah. But back to Midas.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
So it's definitely not an S tier item. It's not your always go-to item. Yeah. Bit of farming action going here with double ancient stacks now for Shad. Just pop this Phantasm. Farming those up. Toby. There's the Crimson Guard coming after the Yules. They are countering the physical damage output with it. You want to have it on your offlaner, especially since Underlord can become one of those really hard targets to take down. And CK just wants HP and damage. HP is the biggest thing for Viking GG this game. They can outlast fights. Empire will run out of firepower. They do more damage, you make more HP. Sunlight, he spots Celery, he spots Boom, and they actually got an idea because the Sentry Ward down on the ground and Celery will be spotted. So Lightless will finally get those hits in. And Grimstroke trying to buy some time here for Sunlight as Shaklo is trying to find someone in the trees. Actually, they were still scouting for the Ender. He jumped in the trees. Interesting setup there. But they get the support out of the way, nevertheless.
I'll take that.
Poker dropping the spicy meatball into the mid lane, pushes that wave out. But they're waiting. Vikings.
And
you can see it.
Is under attack.
Tiny actually just finished his Blink Dagger, but he's all the way in the bottom lane. He's actually very far away from the rest of his team. And there's a Rubik now teleporting right behind Empire. They've got Lightless in the front line. And Draw is in a really awkward spot, and Lightless is down. They'll already get one quick kill. Viking GG already happy with this, but they're definitely looking for more. On the positive side, they didn't reveal the Tiny Blink yet because he is not coming. Shaklo. Maybe TP home. Fella. Boy, you've got a TP. No? Alright. Taking a sweet time. The drow should never be in an awkward spot like that. That just all came apart. 4 versus 5 fight too.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That is also, that really applies also to real life. When you feel you have control and you thought you've got the options, you know what you can do.
My line truly.
But when somebody takes that away from you and you feel like, I'm getting manipulated here, it's like, oh man. Let's get lost in that track of thought. Now Invoker getting controlled, stolen avalanche from Maramis, tossed into the hands of Shad. And the Invoker's gone. Interesting jump from Boom. That was his last remnant too, so that might have been a misclick. So he can't get close enough. They can't slow down the drow. That must have been a misclick from Boom. Yeah. Yep. And really playing with this one. He actually throws in the roar, and it's instantly stolen by Rubik. So Ramis, he's got his fingers ready. I don't know why he used that roar. There was no way Shakla could actually escape. But now Aramis has a stolen roar from the Beastmaster, and that can be big for Viking. Depends how he uses it and where he uses it. Yeah. Seiyu goes in for a really risky play. They want to get Aramis out of the way. He's only got 200 HP remaining. 70. There we go. The ulti coming out. Double roar connecting as well. Invoker and Drow both in trouble. Shad just throwing in the right clicks and Lightless trying to get out with the hurricane fight, but he gets brought back with the reality rift. Double kill for Shad on both the cores from Empire and Viking GG. Well, that was an attempt from Empire. They wanted to blow up the stolen roar Rubik. They couldn't. And oh boy, that double roar.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this could be a kill leading into Roche. Still 247 right click from Toby. Toby gets the kill with it. So there's a DD waiting in the bottom side of the river. There's no tier 1 to take. They could just finish up the tier 2 tower, but I would honestly go Roche here. Wait, Phantasm. Shotclaw's been pulled back. Roar's available. Lightless goes in with the silence and Toby says a Sunstrike, getting a bit of vision there. That was actually a stolen Sunstrike that gave given to Rubik. So that wasn't even Invokers. All right. Yep, that's that's like the if you quickly look at the net worth graph, that is the big waterfall. Cody Crimson Guard though, very hard target. Can Aramis come in time? He's got Sunstrikes that were stolen. Faithful. Right clicks. Come on. There you go. DD coming in. Boom is coming in with that fresh DD. Stolen Sunstrike damage onto Lightless. But Boom will just right click that Drow down. That Drow is gone. Another tornado coming in from Aramis, actually holding the Tiny and the Invoker in place. Boom in trouble though. He's surrounded by 3 Empire heroes, and Boom's dropping really low on HP. He gets that Yule's just on time. He's got a Slate of Fist to keep himself alive. And just a bit longer, he dodges the Brood, but it's not going to be enough for him. And Boom is down. Aramis trying to go for the TP away with his Glimmer Cape. And he makes it out barely. But it's still a 2-for-1 trade. Drow is down. What do Empire do from here?
But I need so much more.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
That's a thick boy. He's level 18, yeah. That's almost double the levels as Beastmaster. He only just got his level 10 a while ago. Yeah, I guess like Scotty's good for CK, but I think Heart is like your best item to go for in this hero. Ramis, Eknard actually pumps the smoke on Rubik Tornado. Oh, no need to hit the tornado.
Not your
No need to hit the tornado if you've still got Reality Rift. They're thinking about Roche. Try to fake their movements to walk into the pit. There's a lot of courier movement. Catch any of this? Strau's in the trees. Strau's only got one piece towards BKB. That's the Ogre Club. Yep, that is good. Yes, BKB is not going to save Drow this game. Can keep away from some of the crowd control. Yeah, Volker's in a very desperate fight against Toby. Toby's getting back up in just a few seconds, but so is also Sunlight. Toby low, web will be thrown. Shad coming in. Here goes the Phantasm. And there we go! So you just deleted from the map, and Drow, you're alone once again. Lifeless. You don't want to be there. You're gone. Double kill for Shad. And Viking GG are rocking it with style. You do not fight Toby in his own turf. It's a triple kill for Shad. Eknard's gone. Shackle trying to go for the runaway. And Sunlight. He can only observe. He's just gonna observe from the high ground. This is gonna be a fourth kill. No matter what. Ultra kill for Shad. Goodbye tier 2 tower. Wow!
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And Toby has a DD rune with 194 bonus damage. This Underlord is hitting for 450 right clicks. Doesn't even need these DDs anymore. It's like, Toby, you can have it. I think you'll do more than I do. Having a good time.
Never refuse gold given.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I wish he had the HP now. I think that Sunstrike would have still done a bit more damage than he would have actually withstand it. Now, Eknard, there's a roar coming in from Shackle. They've got Loop held in place. Once again, the Phantasm used by the CK. There's a 2-man Yules with the ulti from Grimstroke, so they're holding them back. The Shadow will both of them backwards, and Eknard and Shackle are both gone in just a matter of seconds. And there should go Drow, and there should also be going all of Empire's hopes to draw the series up. 3 heroes gone, 15,000 ahead is Viking GG. Now just waiting for the good game. Guys, like, when you see, like, Grimfroze's ult, you see the double Yules into double Reality Rift into the Pit of Malice. There's no going back from that. Seiyu is trying to... Yeah, Seiyu was trying to pull the creep wave, but...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Celery just bought a gem. So a gem on the Grimstroke, the squishy hero, but he's not really dying this game. Drow with a 302 start is now 555. Yeah. At least they can kill the Rubik, but they do end up losing at the same time. Honestly, I think where I saw that when you use Reality Rift, you can actually pull your illusions off cliffs and stuff. This would definitely be an RTZ hero, just saying. Oh. That's right, that's a good hit. Yeah, like, the Pendulous is like, someone wants you right now, that showcase you. You can see that rope is taking from the base. They aren't going to contest this though. Tornado, Shad just got the Aegis just in time, the Grim ulti, but there's a bit of distance between Seiyu and Sunlight. They won't actually catch both of them. Invo is away. Seiyu gets caught though. And Sunlight is coming back. Maybe they can kill Aramis here with the burst of their spells, just waiting for them to come back off cooldown. And Rubik, very low on HP, gets the Glimmer Cape up on time. Seiyu, strike. Oh! On the money. Wow! Yeah, that was, yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Well,
attack.
they're going high ground. 3 seconds for Phantasm. But this Phantasm seems to be a cooldown the whole time. 75 seconds is not really a long time. And now they've got their creeps. He's got no mana. They're still going to go through nevertheless. For some reason, I need to unbind this fantasy points button on my keyboard. Yeah, not all the time, but this time I actually realized that it's on.
That is what you sound like.
Guys, I think it's just gonna wait for. I mean, he can technically hold on to it. He could die with this Aegis on, and then he's gonna die for a first time. 4,500 HP down. Now do the same thing. Can you do it twice? Round number 2 about to kick off, and oh hell no! Lightless getting stunned up, and he's down. Celery snipes him with a stroke of fate. Shad. He's still moving around, waiting to get to that Enchantress, and oh boy, Bombi's getting slapped tonight. That's a nice Cataclysm, but it's not really doing enough damage. Damage output is real when your tower is down. And Empire are living the last seconds of their game here. So many heroes down, buybacks coming in. Viking GG still feeling it, even though they are running low on resources. He's still full on HP, full of mana. Haven't actually finished off the mid-racks yet. 500 HP to go. Ignore. Just gone. The Tornado doesn't connect on anyone. Viking GG still keeping up the pressure. They could still stay if they wanted to. That's coming up in 6 seconds. Got spell. Yeah, spells are available too. There were cooldowns and a BKB on Boom. Trying to bait them. Still got rules. Tiny cannot withstand the damage coming into his face. 73 seconds gone. Mike and GG are looking for those 2 letters from Empire. They're not giving up yet. 3 versus 5. 3 versus 5 in a hopeless situation with the tier 4 towers falling slowly to Shad. Celery following up on that bit of right damage there too. Lightless is just waiting. When do I predict this silence? When do I throw it out? Boom is coming back in. Another Alacrity on the Drow. Aramis looking for the long range lift. There's the ulti from Grimstroke. We've got Sunlight and Lightless. It is only about to become darkness here for Empire. Lightless is pushed out. He doesn't even get to use his Hurricane Pike back to the fountain. And it's GG. Viking take it 2-0. Wow!
Big